Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, Urban Backyard Container Gardening. We're doing a morning walkthrough after a pretty wicked night of raining and checking out to see how the garden looks. We're here at some tomato plants. I believe these are orange hat tomatoes. And over on the first tomato plant over there, I see a hornworm. So we're going to go ahead and dispatch him momentarily. I can see where I've had some hornworm damage in the past, as these are stripped. My cucumbers that I was so upset with earlier seem to be doing pretty well, and I have at least one that I'll be coming out tomorrow to get. My green beans here, the little few that I have here, are starting to put on flowers, which means that we will have pods soon. My beans here the other night, or rather the other morning when I came out, this had been blown over. So, like I said, we must have had some really wicked weather during the night, but we have pods that are coming on. In previous video, we went ahead and refurbished this bed and added our new gardening in minutes drip system to it. So we'll be doing a video hopefully by the end of the month, if not the end of the month, on the beginning of August, with our fall planting in this bed. Our Barterman sweet potato vines are doing their thing here. This bed has been refurbished and is ready for fall planting as well. These are, I forget the variety, I believe they are a green zebra type tomato. And earlier we had some hornworm damage. Um, I haven't seen any, well, actually, yes, I see one now. So let's go ahead and take care of this one and the other one and come back. Okay, we're back. So we dispatched 3, and believe it or not, just as we come back on, I see one more here in this bed. So we're going to get it also. It's really disgusting and disappointing to see these hornworms going crazy. I watched a YouTube video of a gentleman in Texas, who's also dealing with hornworm issues as well. And we are the only place. We are the only place in the world, the United States and parts of Canada, that deal with hornworms. The United States and Canada border is the longest. We are the only countries in the world that deal with these worms. These worms are the larvae of a moth, and it's a pretty big moth. But I guess that comes along with the territory, so I won't bellyache too much about it. My Cherokee Trail of Tears peas are actually, or beans rather, are actually starting to put on beans, which is good. I don't think I see any more worms in this bed. This bed, once these green zebra tomatoes are harvested, will be refurbished for fall planting as well. My pigeon peas are actually starting to put on peas here, and probably, hopefully sometime next month, we'll be harvesting them. The squash that I have in this bed, these are just your general yellow squash, have not produced anything. However, my cushaw have. They haven't been big or anything like that, but they are cushaw slash gray squash have, and we'll be harvesting them in another video. My rogue sweet potato vines are getting bigger and running all over the place. I had some cucumbers in here, and we did a couple harvests off them, and it looks like the plants have given up the ghost. Over here, yesterday we came out and killed a lot of hornworms on my jalapeno plants here. In previous videos, you saw how good they looked, and now they have been decimated. And here's another one here. Okay, he has been dispatched. I also found some in my in my scotch bonnets and my cayenne peppers yesterday too. I took care of them. It looks like we had pretty decent storm again last night. Some of my tomato plants have been blown over. So let's go ahead and stand these back up and come back. So previous video we harvested, rather, I'm sorry, in the previous video we planted some bush beans here in this bed, and they haven't come up yet. Most of these tomatoes that we are looking at, I believe, pretty much have run their course. So I'm going to probably be removing them over time. But I'm still going to come out in the morning and do my walkthrough, see if we have any, first of all, tomatoes to harvest, and secondly, any critters to remove. Now, I see some telltale signs that I may have a hornworm in one of the plants. So I'm gonna go look and see if I can find him and then come back. So here's the one that I just picked off, and we're gonna go ahead and dispatch him as well. Here we have a beefsteak that we planted. It is supposed to be a determinate variety, so shouldn't get overly big. We have another one planted in the gray container over there. In this self-watering container, we have a Rosella Crimson, and we planted these from seed directly into the containers. And initially, I didn't think that they were coming up because it took a while, but they are now starting to come up. So we will be having tomatoes growing in the fall. So the other day here at my bell peppers, I found some hornworms. Shocking, right? And we removed them, and I don't see any more, which is a good thing. My last planting of potatoes, the plants are turning yellow and looks like they are getting ready to die off. So we might be doing a harvest of them sometime in the near future. The same thing can be said for my beans in the green stalk. They are not looking very well either. So we're going to let them do their thing and continue to harvest. And then once they die, we'll amend the bed, amend the green stalk rather, for something else. These are my white watermelon vines, and I don't see any watermelon as of yet, but they are definitely taking over this raised bed, which is fine with me. I just want to have at least one. Just one is all I'm begging for. Crookneck squash, not doing much of anything other than producing a lot of male flowers, and these will be removed from the bed. And we're going to do something with the drip system because we're having issues with it in this one as well as the one in back of me. We won't be putting in the garden in minute grid, but we're going to fix it so that it actually works. Hey, we're walking in my Seminole pumpkin patch, and it looks like the vines themselves are starting to die off. We still only have one pumpkin, and we'll be coming out and harvesting it as well as my other cucurbits tomorrow, and that will be in our later video. These are my Georgia rattlesnake watermelon vines. We have lots of flowers, and I actually see one, two, three little watermelons. Nothing, actually four now. Nothing much to brag about. Y'all pray for me, and hopefully I can get at least one, just one. That's all I'm asking for, just one. So I want to thank you for coming along with me on this real quick garden morning walkthrough. Sometimes when I come out early in the morning, I have the camera with me, and sometimes I don't. This morning I did. And it's interesting to see the changes that the garden goes through throughout the season. And right now, the garden to me doesn't look as lovely and as lush as it did earlier, but that's to be expected because it is summer and my spring crops are slowly dying off as we prepare for winter or fall planting. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know how your garden is looking. And until next time, always remember to give the thanks to God, for without him, we are nothing. If you haven't subscribed, take a moment to consider doing so, and I'll see you in the next one.